Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a unique coin from the Philippines, the 1993 5 peso coin. We'll explore its design, history, and current value. So if you're into coin collecting or just curious about Filipino currency, make sure to stick around. The 1993 5 peso coin is an iconic piece of Philippine history. This particular design was part of the Flora and Fauna series introduced by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas in 1983. What makes this coin stand out is not just its design but the era it represents in the country's currency evolution. On the obverse, or front, we have the profile of Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines. Above Aguinaldo's profile is Republika ng Pilipinas, and below, you'll find the year, 1993. His image was meant to symbolize Filipino independence and patriotism. Flipping to the reverse side, you'll see an image of a tamaraw, a species of dwarf buffalo that's endemic to the Philippines. This image symbolizes the country's rich biodiversity and the uniqueness of Philippine wildlife. The tamaraw is also considered an endangered species, making it an even more special feature of this coin series. Encircling the animal are the words Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, symbolizing that this coin was issued under the Philippine Central Bank. The tamaraw design and Aguinaldo's portrait both remind collectors of the cultural and natural heritage that this coin commemorates. The 1993 5 peso coin is composed of copper nickel, giving it a silver-like color and a solid feel. At 27 mm in diameter, this coin has a nice weight to it, making it an ideal addition for collectors who appreciate well-crafted coins. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a 1993 5 peso coin can vary depending on its condition. In circulated condition, it may not fetch a high price, typically ranging from a few pesos to around 20 to 50 pesos in the collector's market. However, uncirculated or mint condition coins can be valued at much higher. Some collectors are willing to pay between 100 to 200 pesos or even more for a pristine piece because of the coin's historical value and diminishing supply. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, remember to check the coin's edges, engravings, and overall condition. Coins that are well preserved without scratches or wear will always be more valuable in the eyes of collectors. Significance: the Philippines has a long history of producing coins that reflect its cultural identity, national heroes, and natural heritage. By the time the 1993 5 peso coin was minted, the country had developed a series known as the Flora and Fauna series, a line of coins that showcased unique aspects of Philippine wildlife and plant species alongside influential historical figures. Introduced in the 1980s, this series was a step away from earlier designs that focused mainly on symbols of governance. The idea was to emphasize the country's natural treasures and to remind the public of the Philippines' rich biodiversity. The 5 peso coin, as part of this series, is unique in its pairing of a Filipino hero with an animal emblematic of the country. The 1993 coin features Emilio Aguinaldo, a figure deeply significant to the history of the Philippines. Aguinaldo was a revolutionary leader and the country's first president. He played a crucial role in the struggle for independence from Spanish rule, leading the Philippine Revolutionary Army and declaring the country's independence in 1898. His image on the coin serves as a reminder of Filipino resilience, nationalism, and the enduring spirit of freedom. On the reverse side, the coin features the tamaraw, Bubalus mindorensis, a small, native buffalo unique to the island of Mindoro in the Philippines. The tamaraw is an endangered species. Of national pride, the 1993 5 peso coin circulated in the Philippines for several years before being replaced by newer series. However, its legacy lives on in the Philippine numismatic community, where it's cherished both for its aesthetic and historical value. Collectors prize it, especially in uncirculated condition, as it commemorates a significant period in the Philippines' history in the growth of environmental awareness. Over time, coins like the 1993 5 peso have become harder to find in pristine condition, which adds to their value in the collector's market. The coin is now a relic of an era that highlighted both a national hero and an ecological symbol. The 1993 5 peso coin is more than just a monetary unit, it's a piece of Philippine heritage. It encapsulates the pride of Filipino independence, represented by Aguinaldo, and the country's unique biodiversity, represented by the tamaraw. These elements together make this coin a cherished reminder of Filipino identity, a testament to its rich history, and an ongoing call for the preservation of its natural resources. The condition of a 1993 5 peso coin from the Philippines greatly influences its value among collectors. Here's a breakdown of the different conditions you might find and what each means for the coins. Coins in this condition show heavy wear and damage. The details on the coin, such as Emilio Aguinaldo's profile and the tamara, may be severely worn down, with parts of the text, date, and images barely visible. Coins in this condition generally hold minimal value and may only be worth a small premium over face value, if any. They are often considered for novelty rather than collectible purposes. These coins might be worth around 10 to 20 pesos to collectors who are looking for basic examples of the 1993 5 peso coin. Coins in this condition show moderate wear, with most details visible and identifiable. The coin's overall appearance is decent, though close inspection reveals light wear on prominent features like Aguinaldo's face and the tamara's contours. Coins in fine to very fine condition may fetch around 50 to 100 pesos, depending on collector demand. This condition includes coins with minimal wear. Aguinaldo's profile and the tamara will show slight wear on the highest points but retain most details and luster. Small imperfections may be present, but they are generally unnoticeable. This is a favorable condition for collectors. Coins in this range can be valued between 150 to 300 pesos or more, depending on overall demand and market conditions. Coins in mint condition show no signs of wear. They retain their original luster, sharp details, and well-defined images and text. The coin will appear as new, with no discoloration, scratching, or loss of detail. Mint condition 1993 5 peso coins are highly sought after by collectors and can be worth 500 pesos or more, especially if they are in a protective casing or show no signs of damage. In some cases, coins in mint condition could even be worth 1,000 pesos or higher, depending on the scarcity and interest in this particular coin. This can actually reduce its value, especially if it's done improperly. Coins naturally tarnish over time, and collectors typically prefer the original finish. The 1993 5 peso coin has become a piece of numismatic history, and its value in the collector's market depends heavily on condition. Whether it's a worn coin or a mint example, each one holds a part of the Philippines' past. Collectors especially value coins that have been preserved well, as they allow a clearer glimpse into the design and symbolism that make the 1993 5 peso coin so unique. Marcos and the end of authoritarian rule, the Philippines was entering a new era, and the currency change was one way to reflect the shift. The designs on the coins were intended to mark the country's democratic resurgence and its aspirations for growth and national pride. Though the 1986 25 centavo coin was not produced in particularly large numbers and was primarily used in everyday transactions, it has become a collectible item today. Due to its historical significance, particularly its release in the aftermath of the People Power Revolution, this coin has become a valuable piece for collectors of Filipino numismatic history. Depending on the coin's condition, it can range in value. Uncirculated coins or those in pristine condition are particularly sought after, and prices can fluctuate based on the demand within the numismatic community. While it may not be as rare as some other Filipino coins, the 1986 25 centavo is important for its representation of a country at a pivotal point in its history. The 1986 25 centavo coin is more than just a piece of currency, it is a historical artifact that symbolizes the transition from an era of dictatorship to a new chapter in the Philippines' democratic journey. It reflects a country rebuilding itself and re-establishing its identity on the global stage. For collectors, it holds both monetary and emotional value, serving as a reminder of the strength and resilience of the Filipino people during a time of profound change. The condition of a 1986 25 centavo coin, or any coin, for that matter, plays a significant role in determining its value, especially for collectors. The higher the condition, the more valuable the coin can be. Here's a breakdown of the common coin grades and what to look for when assessing the condition of your 1986 25 centavo coin. This is the most valuable condition for collectors, as it represents the coin in its pristine, original state. An uncirculated 1986 25 centavo coin can fetch a higher price, especially if it is free from any visible flaws. Coins in this condition show little to no wear. The features are still sharp and well defined, but there may be slight signs of handling, such as light scratches or wear around the raised portions of the coin. Coins in this condition are still desirable, though not as valuable as uncirculated ones. If the coin has only slight signs of wear, it can still be worth more than its face value. Depending on market demand, a coin in this condition is still collectible, but its value is lower than uncirculated or extremely fine coins. The 1986 25 centavo in very fine condition may be worth close to its face value but can still attract interest from collectors who want a piece from the era. Coins in fine condition show significant wear. Most of the design and details are visible but are starting to fade. The coin may have rough edges or visible scratches, but it's still recognizable. While these coins are more common and less valuable than higher-grade coins, they may still hold some historical significance for collectors and can fetch a modest premium over face value. Coins in good condition have heavy wear, with significant portions of the design or lettering worn down. The coin might appear flattened or heavily scratched, but the major details, such as the denomination and year, can still be identified. A coin in good condition typically holds little numismatic value and may be worth just a small premium over face value, especially if it is a key date or historical piece. Poor condition coins are heavily worn, and the details might be barely visible. These coins often have large scratches or signs of corrosion. A coin in poor condition is generally only of value to collectors who are looking to complete their set, but its worth is typically very close to face value or sometimes even lower. Coins that have been in regular circulation will naturally show signs of wear. The more a coin has been used, the less valuable it tends to be in terms of collectors' interest. Coins stored properly in a protective case or a safe environment are more likely to retain their condition, preserving their value. Coins that have been exposed to the elements or handled frequently may have scratches, dirt, or discoloration that impact their appearance. The condition of the 1986 25 centavo coin is critical in determining its value. Coins that are in uncirculated or extremely fine condition are the most valuable for collectors, while coins in good or poor condition will have much less monetary value. If you have this coin, it's worth assessing its condition carefully, especially if you plan to sell or add it to a collection.